Hey everyone, it's Sue here. Welcome to my channel. Thank you all for being here and spending time with me today. I very much appreciate it. So I am going to collage using these papers right here, and I'm collaging this piece of a box. So it's from Michael's and it came with little mason jars in it. And, after the jars were out of it, I'm like, I can't throw that away. So I'm taking this kit from By the Well for God, and I didn't want to put the pieces away that I didn't use. I wanted to use them on something. So I took that little piece of packaging that I just showed you, that I tore a piece off of, and I'm going to put it on the bottom of this box. So like most boxes, the bottom, can be not too sturdy, and I wanted to make it a little bit sturdier just because I didn't want it to open at some point. So this is the piece that I tore off of an envelope that from something I received in the mail, and I'm just gluing it down. I made a mess. I ended up getting this glue all over my fingers. I made such a mess, and but I smartened up. See, now I'm using a paper towel. So see, I do learn. And I'm going to use that decoupage with this brush. I think it's like, I don't know, one of those, brushes from Home Depot where you get a whole bunch of brushes and it costs next to nothing. And that's one of these brushes. So I'm just taking the medium and putting it down and collaging. I do want to cover the whole box except for the very, very bottom of it. That doesn't matter to me. But I do want to get the sides on the inside, and I want to go over the top and bring it towards the outside, like right there. And then I'll do the outside as well. So I'm really enjoying getting all these pieces down, and I wasn't paying too much attention to color, right? There's a lot of different color going on here, and for me that is a-okay, because I know I'm going to be using something on top of it to tone it down a bit. So as I continue around, just to get it all on there, I guess I'll talk to you for a minute about last week, where I was away on a crafty vacation for a whole week. And yeah, I go to a place called the Cozy Crop House in Lidditz, Pennsylvania, which is in Lancaster County. And this was my 7th year going with a group of friends. And every year, some years we have more people, some we have less, but even though we only had 5 people in our immediate group this year, it was pretty full because there were 2 other groups there as well. And it's really nice to get to meet new people and just kind of see what they do and talk with them and learn about like where they're living in their lives. And it was just, a bunch of crafters getting together. It's really nice. And so even though, like, I went on a Sunday, actually Easter Sunday, and we came home the following Sunday, right? Now, most of that time we're on our own there, meaning that nobody's cooking for us, right? But on Friday through Sunday, somebody does come in to cook, and they cook all of our meals for us. And we also have a hostess, and she plays games with us and everything. And it's quite an experience. It's really very enjoyable. And everybody does all different kinds of things all different kinds of things. Like I can be doing mixed media. The next table over, they're scrapbooking. My friends next to me are making cards. We make journals. We paint. It's wonderful. That's all I can say is just how wonderful it is. So I am, although I'm glad to be home too, after 8 days being away, it's definitely good to come home as well. So that's my little story about my vacation. Oh, and we go out to eat. Like there's certain places we like to go and eat and everything. Yeah. Yeah, really cool. I love it. So I'm showing you what it looks like. It's all done. I have all of the whole thing collaged the way I wanted to, and it's still wet. But I'm taking this card and some gesso, some white gesso, and I am just putting a layer of the gesso over all of the collage pieces. So this is where it tones it down, right? So all the colorful background kind of goes away a little bit, right? You can still see it. You can definitely still see it. And I'm allowing like for there to be more paint in some areas and maybe no paint in other areas, by using that card that I have there. It just gives it a real, like, look at that. I just love that. It's almost like it fills in holes. Like if it's textured, some of it is a little higher than other areas, and it's just beautiful. I just love it. Love it, love it. And so I get the white gesso onto the outside, excuse me, and the inside, and I am liking that. And what's funny is that, like, so I'm going to show you the whole thing here, but I did like this whole box, and I didn't let it dry. I did not let it dry. By the time I was done with it, it was wet. It would like actually move. The box was like, you could like push it out a little bit and it would stay there, on the side. Yeah. But it dried great. It dried wonderfully. So you can see here I'm pulling out some stickers from the kit, and I'm just loving it. I'm just loving it. Using up the stash as I always love to do. And I like the way that it looks. And you know what? As I use this, like what I'm going to use this for is just to put stuff in. So this is actually, I think, the bottom of a Whitman's candy box. The yellow boxes. I already have done this. It looks different. It's not the same colors, but I already did this similar effect to the top of this candy box, and I use it. I put stuff in it, and that's what I'm going to do with this one too. It's a nice size, and the fact that there's not a top on it, it's just going to stay open like that. I'm not going to put a top on it at all. So it's good to put on a shelf or on your work area, and you can see everything inside of it. Yeah, so it works out really, really, really great. And I think it's super duper duper pretty too. So, yeah, so that's what I'm making it for. And like I said, I already did another one. I don't know that I did a video for it or not. It was a couple months ago maybe. But I can look and see, and if I did, I'll put the link below. And that is what I have so far, and I'm going to continue putting on some of the stickers onto this. And sorry, I'm out of frame just a little bit right there. But here we go. Now I'm back in frame. And I like it. I like it a lot. And again, it's all wet. There's nothing not wet about this box. And I like the way that looks. And now I'm going to add a couple tabs. So in the kit, there's tabs like that you would put on the side of a page, come with it. So I had a couple left that I didn't use, and I decided to put them on there. And that adhesive, that gel that I'm using, is a brand new jar. I'm so excited because I used up my old one of this Art Basics gel, 3D gel, and I really enjoy using it. Now this little pin that I'm showing you here, I took the actual pin piece of it out. I took it off of it so that I could actually adhere this to the outside of the box, and it worked very well. I had to use quite a bit of this gel to get it in the inside of that little pin, but it worked very well. So now this is, I believe, the last step. And again, I still haven't dried it at any point yet. So now I'm going to put more water on it because the box, the cardboard, is just not wet enough. So these are the woody pencils that I'm using. I showed you right there. And they are water soluble. So I knew I wanted to get color, right? I still wanted to make it a little bit more unified. So I just put it all over the box, wherever, very sporadically. And now I'm coming in with a brush and some water, and I am moving all of that color around. And this is something else that I love to do, is take something like this, like it would be like a crayon, like the water Neo Color 2s or something like that, or the scribble sticks, or everybody has these, right? The crayons, the water soluble crayons, and to get them down and then to move them with water. I just love the effect of it. It's just so satisfying for some reason. I don't know. But I really liked the brown, so I went around and I added some more of the brown to it. And I was liking that a lot. I thought it looked good with like the darker feathers and like the darker butterfly. I just thought that the brown was a really good accent color for it. So I did that. Now I have to wet everything in the inside of the box, and I do that, and I am very happy with it. And I add just a little bit more. So at this point I'm really pretty much done. I'm going to go ahead and show you the box. Yeah, isn't that pretty? It's a lot. It's a lot going on, which I personally love. And I think most of you do too. And that's it for this video. If you liked it, please go ahead, hit that subscribe button, and go ahead and give me a thumbs up. And I hope that you enjoyed, and let me know if you have any questions. Thank you so much.